1% of ungranulated grade A betel sugar.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jaleesa Ayoka. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys this nice, cute fall look. It's nothing crazy, but it's cute. And I've on this kick lately about not wearing lashes, so this is another no lash look, and I think it's very fall appropriate. A little playing with a little bit of oranges and browns and reds, you know, your basic fall colors. And I also went to the drugstore today. You're gonna hear a whole story in a little bit about why and all that went down. But I did try out some new products. I tried the Black Radiant 3D highlighter palette. I've been wanting this for a while, but luckily I walked in the drugstore today and they actually had 2 left, because normally they have none. And then I also tried the Milani Retouch and Erase Lifting Concealer. Can you see it? And then I also tried the Milani Conceal Imperfect 2-in-1 Concealer and Foundation. I know this has been out for a while, but I have never tried it, and I saw it today in the drugstore and I said, you know what, I've heard good things about it. Let me pick it up and let me see how I feel about it. So that's all on my face right now. But yeah, guys, let's get into today's video. I don't know why I did that. Let's get into today's video, guys. Okay, guys, so welcome back to my channel. As I said in the intro, we're going to be doing a fall makeup look today. So I had all the intentions of reviewing the Beauty Bakery foundation, but I caught a flat tire, and because my car is not cooperating with the donut, it just thinks that there's something wrong with my tire, so I can't go anywhere. So I had to switch up until tomorrow, what I'm going to be doing. So I'm just going to give you guys a fall makeup look, a super basic fall makeup look. I've already done my eyebrows just to make things easier, and I went to the drugstore because I was on my way. So when the lights and stuff started flashing, so I did stop at Walgreens and I said, okay, let me pick up some products in the drugstore that I've never tried before. They're not necessarily new, but they're products that I've never tried before. So we're going to get into that. They're face products. So after I finish doing my eyeshadow, we are going to try out those products for the first time. So like I said, it's fall. So we're going to be doing a fall. Well, technically fall starts on the 23rd. Today's the 21st. When you're going to watch this video, it's going to be the 22nd. So tomorrow is the first day of fall. But I'm going to bring you guys this look. So I'm going to do something super simple. No false lashes. A little bit of liner, liner. Just the kind of looks I've been doing lately that I kind of like how it looks on my face. So yeah. So we're going to go in. The 2 palettes I have in front of me. I have my Jackie Aina palette, of course. I have that in there because I definitely has some colors that can transition into fall. And then I have my Tarte Pro Remix palette. And I also have, it's a little dirty, don't mind it, but my Take Me to Brazil palette, because there is a orange in there that I really want to use. So first we're going to go in with our transition color. So I'm going to take a small fluffy blending brush, and the color I'm going to be using is Edges, which is this color right here. And I'm just going to dab my brush into that, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to pat it right in this area, or drag it. I can drag it. It's like an orangey reddish kind of color. I don't even have concealer on my lids right now. I'm going to put some concealer on my lids. I just realized that I don't have anything on my lids right now. And that was just a Fenty Beauty concealer in 420, which is my shade. I don't want to take it too high because I'm going to be blending this color out. And my eyelids are pretty hooded, so not like the most hooded eyelids ever, but as you can see, when I look forward, it kind of cuts it off, and that's what I want. I want it to just be right above there. So I'm going to pat that on like that. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. I'm going to go in my Take Me to Brazil palette. So this palette right here. And then I'm going to go in with this super bright orange color right here. It's not going to show up that bright on me, but it's going to give me a little bit of orange. And that's what I'm going to use to blend out the area on top of this reddish orange color. First, I'm going to pat it right in between. Like a little bit on it, but also a little bit above it. So I don't want to take the color too high. We're not trying to get too close to my brow. We're close to my brow, but we don't want to get too close to it. And I'm just gonna and I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush. It doesn't have much product on it, but I am going to put Ginger from the Jackie palette. This one's like a pretty close to my skin tone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right above that orange and I'm going to blend it a little bit. Then I'm going to take the brush that I did for edges, which is the first color. I'm just going to make sure that it's blended into that orange. There we go. Now for the lids, I'm going to go into my Tarte palette, the Pro Remix palette. And I'm torn between taking either Graffiti, which is like this, oh, can't you see? It's like this shimmer burgundy color, or this color right here, which is called Spin, which is like this bronzy color. So these are two colors swatched. Scratch both of those colors. There's another color in here called Mic Drop. Can you see it? Yeah, Mic Drop right there. And that one is this color right here. And I think I like that the most. I'm going to take a Mic Drop and we're just going to pat that on our eyelids. Yeah, I like this better. As you can see, it's like a good orangey color. It's like an orangey, bronzy color. Alright, and now I'm just going to take the brush that has the edges on it, which is the first color we went in with, and just blend out the edges of this. So it's very seamless. And there's no like harsh line. I think I'm going to take Credit, which is a dark brown color in this palette. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to kind of, my back hurts. I don't understand why. I'm going to take a blending brush. I'm going to kind of darken up the outer portion of the eye and a little bit into the crease. I'm just going to take this color, dab off the excess. I'm just going to place it right in here like this and just blend it in. It's a really pretty look, I think, but I think it doesn't have any contrast in the color, or not enough contrast. You can see the difference. This eye has a little bit more depth while this eye looks very plain. And I like that one a lot better. Just make sure this is blending really good right here. It's not too harsh. And I think we are done. As far as this look goes, super simple. Like I said all the time, I'm not a makeup artist, so I can't do a lot of intricate looks on my eyeshadow. So I kind of keep it pretty basic, crease color, lid color, and a color to deepen up the outside and an inner highlight. I tried something a little extra with the crease color, trying to use 2. And it was okay. It turned out okay. It wasn't like the best, but it was solid. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my face and try these new products, and then I'm going to go back and then I'm going to finish up the eyes. I'm going to do some stuff underneath my eyes, a little bit of liner, mascara to finish up the eye look. My back is killing me. I'm sorry guys if I keep moving. My back is killing me right now and I don't know why. Let's get into these products. So the first product I'm going to be trying is the Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer by Milani. I know this product is not new, but I have never tried this, and I heard it's a really good foundation. I have the color Chestnut. It was the second darkest color that they had, so I'm hoping that I went darker than what I thought my color was, because I tend to pick a color that's too light. I got everything, so I'm going to put on my primer, and the primer I always use is the Revlon Photo Ready Primer, and this is their pore reducing primer. This is the one I always use, so I'm just going to use it today. They had the Milani primer, but they only had one, and I didn't want to use the last one because I feel like that's the one that everybody was testing. So I didn't want to use it. I didn't want to buy it. So and I couldn't go anywhere else because my tire was flat. And I'm a type of girl that needs a primer. I'm sorry, I can't do the just putting foundation on my skin. My skin is not that kind of skin. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyway, so this is a foundation. You're going to shake it up because we always shake up our liquid foundations. And I'm going to apply it with a brush first because that's the way I normally apply my foundations. And then if I find that that's not the best method, then I'll go in with my sponge. So we're going to pump it. Okay, so this one hasn't been pumped by anybody. That's good because it's taking a while. Okay. This is looking like my foundation color. Okay. I did 2 pumps. Now I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to dab my brush into it like this. And then I'm just going to pat it on my face. Like how I normally apply my foundations. Get on the neck really good. Bring that down. It has like a perfumey kind of smell. Like it's this thing, like if you like how you put on the Fenty and it has that like warm scent to it. If you put this on, you know that you're putting on Milani. If you've tried the foundation before. So far, it dries down pretty fast, so it's definitely a thicker foundation. It's a lot thicker than the Fenty foundation. It definitely, you can see how it's a concealer and a foundation at the same time because of how thick it is. But I like it. I picked a good color. That's good because I was going to pick up a different color. And then I was like, no, I'm going to go with this color. Because a lot of times they look darker in the bottle. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I'm really bad at picking my foundation shade. So I learned a tip to always go darker than you think. So I did another pump and I'm just going to apply it to my cheeks where I have most of my discoloration. But so far, I like the way it looks. What do you guys think? It's definitely a matte. I would say it's a matte finish, but not a dry matte. Like it's a satin matte. Like when I turn my face, you can still see like some dewiness to my skin, which is not too bad. Just as long as actually, like it feels matte, but it looks like it's not a dry matte, which is good. I also picked up their concealer, and this is their Retouch and Erase Concealer. because I figured I'm going to do a little foundation with a little concealer and foundation. So a little base using Milani products. But yeah, this is their concealer that I got, and I got this for highlighting purposes. I think this was the second darkest concealer that they had, and I got it in the color Honey. So, and it has like this little pouch thingy. So I guess there's a hole. Can you see? There's a hole in the top, and then it comes through that little hole. Oop, oop, oop. Okay, so let's put it on. Okay, good. It's bright, but it's not too bright. Like, this is similar to what I normally put on. So as far as the hole goes, so you want to squeeze it lightly through the hole and then like apply it with the little, or at least put it on with the little thing. I don't think I would blend all of it out with this, but I would definitely apply it. It came out a little runny, so I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit and then I'm gonna blend it out. So while that is sitting on my face, I'm gonna go on with my Fenty Beauty matchstick, and this is in Espresso, which is what I always use. Alright, so then we're gonna just boop, boop. And lately for my forehead, I've only been putting it right here because I find that when I turn to the side, like, it's just like a dark line all the way through, and I don't really like how that looks, especially now that with like shorter hair, you can see it way more. So, and I don't want just like a dark line around the perimeter because then it makes it look like my foundation doesn't match. Just like a trickle down effect. So I'm going to go in with the Fenty bronzing brush, and I'm just going to blend this out. As I'm doing my face, my eyeshadow look is growing on me more and more. This is my first time using this brush to blend out that, and I actually really like how that blends it out. The brush is not very hard, so I figured it may not do a good job, but I like how it's blending this out. So I've let this sit now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the rest of my face. I'm using my Real Technique sponge, and I'm going to blend it out. Okay. It blends out pretty easy, especially after sitting for that long. On my chin, I didn't put that much because I really don't care about coverage on my chin. It's just to give my chin a little bit of dimension. It's not too heavy, but it's giving me, I think the color I really like. It's giving me the kind of color I like on my highlight. It's tan, but it's still like has like a little bit of like, I don't know, like a warmness to it, so it's not like stark white, as you guys can see. I hope you guys can see. Yep, it blended in really nicely with the foundation. And now I'm gonna do my under eye. I think I lean a little more right here where my glasses normally sit, because I have a little bit of discoloration from my glasses right there. I'm gonna put it right there, right there. And then I'm just gonna let it sit a little bit. But as far as the rest of it, I think it blended out very good. This concealer, I don't think this concealer is as matte as the foundation. As you can, it definitely gives you the coverage that I am okay with, but it's not like too. Let me just do the spot that just came up on my last visit from Mother Nature. That is just pissing me off. Anyway, I'm gonna let that sit a little bit, and then I'm gonna finish blend this out. But as you guys can see, like, especially from this angle, I don't know if you guys are catching it on camera, but the mirror behind you guys is catching it with the light. You can see like it's giving you the coverage, but it's not like like a lot of coverage. But I do think the foundation is buildable, because when I went in with that second, it definitely covered up a little bit more of my dark spots. But I like how this looks. It's like a matte dewy. It's not like dewy, but it's like on my face it feels matte, but not like in a drying way. But when I look at it, like I know when my skin is oily. Like if I wear my makeup for a long time, I can feel when my makeup is starting to shift and it's oily. But this doesn't feel oily on my skin. It feels more like matte. But when I look at it in the viewfinder, not in the viewfinder, in the mirror behind you guys, it gives me more of a satin finish, more skin-like finish, if I would say so. It's not too drying. So let me blend this out right here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it. So I'm going to be using my Fenty powder in Banana because that's the setting powder that I like to use right now. And I'm worried because, you know, certain products sometimes don't work well together. So we're going to see if it's able to be set with this product or it just doesn't mesh well, which would be understandable because it's not by the same brand. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to push it into my skin first. And just keep pushing it. Yeah. I know I'm going to look a little white right now. Don't mind that. Because I always go in with my face powder all over my face. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I got my face powder and this is the Black Radiance setting powder. Or what's it called? Yeah, they call it a pressed powder and it's in the color, I believe this is Cafe. So I'm going to tap into that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that into my skin everywhere. On everything. I'm not dragging it across my skin because I want to push it into my skin. So now we're going to go in and we're going to darken up or bronze up our skin. So I'm going to go in with my black. Yo, if that is cracked right now, I may or may not cry on camera. So let's look. Oh, it's not cracked. It's not cracked. Thank God. Anyway, so I'm going to go in with this color right here. And that's what I use to set my contour. So dab into that color, dust out the excess, and just pat it where I put my contour. It's fall, but we still want to look bronzy. We want to look like we still have our summer glow going on. And we just freshly left summer, so you know we're still glowing, you know? It's not quite, winter hasn't given us that weird, not glowy skin. You need just 2 pounds skinny on the face. Yes. Anyway, so now that I've had that, I'm going to go in with my bronzing combination. So that is the Fenty Beauty Bronzer in Mocha Mami. And then the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt in Penny For You Thoughts. So I'm going to go in with these two. Let me take them out there. So I always go in with Mocha Mami first. And I like to go in with this big fluffy angled brush. And I go in with this. I dab it in there and I use too much. I go right on top of that contour. But a little bit less like specific. Like I keep my contour in like a line, but I go put this right on top of it, and I go in on the other side. And then after I do that, on the same brush, I go in with Penny For You Thoughts, which is to me the same color as the bronzer, but with like a shimmer to it, and I put that right on top of it. I don't know why I like it. I just love this combination. And now today in the drugstore, I also picked up something that I've been wanting to pick up for some time now, which is the Black Radiance 3D highlighter palette. I went in there when it first came out to get it, and it was just like sold out, and I was just like, this sucks. So it has 3 highlighters. So it has 3 highlighters. This is Vacation. Vacation. First Class, which is like this. I hope you guys can see, because I think the light is washing it out. But this is like this purpley kind of highlight, and then what is this? Paradise. And I think Paradise is definitely in our look color family today, so we're gonna go in with that. And I love their highlight. I like the highlight that they have in their contour palette, so I had to get this. And I'm just gonna put this right here, so right on top. Oh my god, I only went like this. I went 1, 2. Oh my god, guys. And I like that you can see it from the front, but then wow, this is a lot. We're gonna have to tone this down a little bit, but we're gonna put on the excess and then tone it down. We're just gonna wow. And so wow, it's definitely a wow. We're gonna get the nosies. We're gonna get right on the bridge, like here. Wow. I knew I was gonna like this product. I knew I was gonna like it, but they didn't have it when it first came out. So I'm excited. Okay, so now we're gonna go in underneath the eye, and we're just gonna use that Edges, I think, was the first color, and that dark brown color that we added towards the end. So what I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner first, and I'm gonna line my waterline. So let's do that really quick. This is a fresh eyeliner, y'all. I just had to re-up. So we're gonna go in with Credit, which is that dark color, and my battery is dying. Now we're gonna go right along that, not the waterline, but the lower lash line, right underneath where we put the eyeliner. And we're going to go in with Edges, which was that reddish color that we put in our crease. And what I like to do is I like to go right underneath it. So this way I gotta lift up my eye, lift up the mirror a little bit, like this. And we're gonna go right in here, right underneath it, just to add that crease color to the bottom. We're gonna go in with the orange from the Take Me to Brazil palette. And we're just going to go right underneath that red and just blend it super nice. And what I like to do is I like to smudge out my eyeliner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the same eye pencil on my top lash line. Or can I do... Yeah, we're going to put it on my top lash line. This is going to be difficult to do because I'm blind, and when I close my one eye and I have my glasses on, I can't see. It doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get some eyeliner on that lid, on that top lid. Alright, so now that it's on there, you go back in and Credit, which is that color we used to deepen up the crease. And we're just going to smudge out that lash line. And you see that difference, like this eye already looks bigger than this eye. And they both have on eyeliner. I don't know. I've been obsessed with doing my eyeliner that way. Now we're going to go with our mascara. And this is the Last Sensational by Maybelline. This is just my go-to mascara. And I'm just going to go in. I'm done with my makeup. I really like my eyes. I really like my eyeshadow. It grew on me. And this highlights. I think that's the best thing that I purchased today. No shade to Milani, but you see this highlighter palette? Bro, that, I only use one, but Paradise? Look at this. Like, look at it. You see it? I know you can see it because I can see it. That means you can see it, okay? Look, like, woo! Loving the highlight. Anyway, really like this product. I already knew I was going to like this. I use a lot of Black Radiance products, so I already knew I was going to like this because I like them as a brand. I know people had some things to say about them not being Black owned, but catering to Black people and all that. But that's neither here nor there. Love the product. Showed up nicely. Gave me a nice orangey, pinky highlight. Perfect with the eyeshadow look. Like, perfect. Anyway, and then as far as the Milani foundation goes, I like it. I do like it. I think I picked a pretty good color match, as if I may say so myself. And I didn't pump it out on my hand or anything. I do like the product. I think I gotta use it a little bit more. I might have to use it with like a different primer and stuff like that. Or even now that I know, kind of build it up more. Because you see my spot is still there. Because, you know, it's highlighted now. So you can definitely see it now. But, yeah. It definitely did not. It gave me, I only used 2 pumps. And then I used an extra pump for my cheek area where I have the most discoloration. And I think it did pretty good. This is definitely a foundation I would use. I think it's perfect for the winter. Because, like I kept saying, it feels matte on your face but not too drying, but then when you look at it in the camera and like in person, it has this like dewy satin finish to it, but it's not oily. I don't know how they did it. I don't have on anything on my lips. Hold on. This lip gloss is by my cosmetics brand, LeMay Cosmetics. It's always linked below in the description box, and this is one of our new products that we're going to be coming out with shortly. It doesn't even have a name officially yet, but it's like this pinky orangey kind of color, and I think it's gonna look great. So this eyeshadow look, you see that? You see that? Y'all ain't ready. Y'all is not ready. And it's so soft and it smells like vanilla heaven. Now I look like complete. I don't know what I was doing before. Walking around here with nothing on my lips, looking dry and ashy. I really do like the foundation. I think that it gives a nice coverage without looking too drying. I have oily skin and I like to look matte, but I don't want to look like I don't want to look like that. When you do that to oily skin, my skin just goes crazy. It just starts the oil, because it's just like, we're dying. Get the oil to her face. She's gonna turn old fast. Like, I don't know what my skin be thinking, but in my mind, that's what I think is going on. As far as the concealer goes, I think this is a nice concealer for like natural looking makeup. It does not give, I don't think it gives full coverage to that extent. It definitely blends out very nice, but I think it's more of like a, if I was to wear like a natural face where I didn't even have on foundation, I just wanted to put a little concealer under my eye so that my under eyes look a little brighter, I think that's what this is for. It's called a light lifting concealer, so I feel like that's what this is for. It's not your, like, my Fenty concealer is thick, okay? She is meant to cover. My LA Go Pro concealer, she is meant to cover. I think this one is more like a, you dab underneath your eyes to get some of the sleep away from looking underneath your eye, and you put on maybe a little BB cream. I think that's where this concealer belongs. It's not like a full face, but I use it today and it doesn't look bad or whatever. But yes, those are my thoughts on the products that I tried today. I want to thank you guys so much for watching my video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
Yeah, maybe I've been selfish, said a few things I can help it, yeah, but baby understand it, I do a lot of things I can manage, man I be living life, living lavish, yeah you left that lane for a savage, you ain't messing with no average cat, I be